This is Suman Agarwal, nutritionist and a life coach, and I'm thrilled to be a part of virtual edition of Vogue Wedding Show. This session is all about the brides, how to feel good, how to look good, how to enjoy your D-date to the maximum. Actually, these points which I'm going to bring to you are very simple. There are 5 points I think all of you have to look after. First is, of course, foremost as a nutritionist, your diet. Your diet not only helps you to stay healthy, have better skin, and of course, have enough energy, which you have to really look after in every aspect. Second is sleep. I'm telling you, this is one factor everyone misses, because you're talking to your fiance or fiance and you have events, you have parties to attend. Just don't ask. The sleep is the most neglected and most important factor for a bride. Third and very important is exercise, because there's so many things you have to do. Your exercise always takes a back seat. So this is what I'm going to talk about. Fourth, I'm going to talk about is nutraceuticals. So nutraceuticals is, there are certain vitamins which will enhance your health, your skin, your hair, and your immunity. So that is a very important factor. And the last one, but not the least, is having just a positive attitude. Everything is just not going to be perfect. There are going to be pitfalls and there are going to be things not in place. So I want you to think, okay, let go. It's okay. So this is what you have to say to yourself, that it's okay if it is not okay. So have the positive attitude. That is very, very important. Otherwise, there are too many conflicts during the wedding, people having fights among each other, the family members. So remember that, just be okay. So let's start with the diet, which is the core of this talk. So what should be the diet? Should you follow a fat diet? Should you go off carbs? Should you, in order to lose weight, or you should do intermittent fasting, or you should cut down your fats in your diet? But here is my take. So this is the time you really need to take care of your nutrition, because what you eat, which comes on your face, right? And the way you feel, it's very, very important. You feed your body and you nourish your soul. So I would tell you that the self-care follows, like that self-care is my company, which follows 4X diet, which means that you must have your 4 meals, which is breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. Don't try to miss out a meal. It's going to rebound next day. Either you're going to feel very low, or you may binge next day or the next meal. So have your breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner, and I'll tell you how you can go about it. Second is, the meal should be ideally 4 hours apart. If your breakfast is at 9, make sure lunch is at 1, evening snacks at 5, dinner at 9. Or you can have it half an hour early to an hour early, but between 3 to 4 you must have your meals. So I'm sure you all will be going for long hours for shopping, or like to pick your clothes, and your long meetings with your decorator. So that really extends your time. So you must have things in your bags which you can eat in between your meals. It's very, very important to have your meals on time to avoid binge. Otherwise, you're going to reach out for a chocolate or a pastry or any savory, which is fried. So that is the second thing, 4 meals and 4 hours apart. Next is the balance in the meal. Don't try to cut down carbs drastically. I'm not saying don't cut down carbs, but don't cut it down drastically. It's very important to eat carbs. Why? Because your brain is on overdrive, because you're thinking so many things. All the time your brain is thinking, I have to do this, and I have to manage this, I have to fix an appointment for this one. So what does brain work on? It works on sugar. So make sure that you don't cut down carbs completely. Be smart about cutting down your carbs, okay? So carbs are important for all 4 meals, breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner. Then comes the next important factor, which is protein. So if you like, protein is actually your building blocks. So how a building is made stronger and better with cement, same way protein keeps your body together. So everything in your body from top to bottom is actually made or needs protein. Say from hair is 93% protein, your skin is made from protein, all your hormones are made from protein, your blood hemoglobin is the globin part is protein, then your antibodies are made from protein, all your secretion in your body, which is the gastric juices and the bile juices, everything is made from protein. So I'm not saying again have excess of protein because that might be bad. So make sure your proteins are in control, but they are definitely present for breakfast, lunch and dinner, which are the three major meals. So that is very, very important for you to look after. And protein options are, for non-vegetarian there's egg, chicken, fish. And for vegetarian we have only two other options, which is any form of pulses, or second option is anything with milk protein, which is curd or paneer or cheese. So, and of course there is protein powders which are there, so of course you can choose. So this is very, very important factor to have sufficient amount of protein. Otherwise you may experience back pain, you may experience hair fall, you may experience patchy skin, you may have low iron, which will make you tired faster. You will feel fatigued with the low protein diet. Then and plus your immunity will go down because antibodies are made from protein. So you can imagine how important is the protein. Now the next important, very, very important factor of your nutrition is fats. So we really think fats are evil, but they are necessary evil. So don't cut down fats from your diet, or start having butterless toast, or boiled egg whites, or without tadka dal, or understand the importance of protein, which I'm going to explain to you. So you must understand that 4 important vitamins, which is A, D, E, K, is made from, so they travel in your body through the medium of fat. So if you have very less fats, you will be deficient in these four vitamins, which are very, very vital for you. Then the fats are very important for your vibrancy on your skin. It's very, very important because below the epidermis layer and the dermis layer, you have the fat layer. So the well-nourished fat layer is what is going to give you the glow. Thirdly, fat is very important for your hormone functions besides the protein part. So make sure that the fats are eaten. Then the most important factor is also your immunity, because certain antibodies and hormones are made from fats too. So don't cut down fat. Have it, but you need to understand how to have fat. So say, I'm not saying that have without any fat cooked food. Have your vegetables and your dals tempered with oil, but don't have fried food. Don't have too much desserts which are laden with fat. Okay, you can cut down the fats from your milk. So instead of having full fat milk, you can go for either double toned milk, or you can go for fat-free milk. In that sense, you will get the protein and you get the calcium, but of course the fats are missing. So that is how you can reduce fats in your diet, but not by having boiled food or just salad. It's not done. And of course, avocado is another form of adding fat to your diet. Like on toast, if you want to avoid having butter, you can put avocado as a spread. That's a fantastic way to add, and which is rich in fiber and other vitamins. So that's the fat part. Now the last but not the least is fiber. Fiber is important to feed the gut. The bacteria in your gut need the fiber to survive, and the bacteria are very important to absorb the important nutrients in your body. So fiber is important, of course, for the movement of your food in your gut. So make sure that fiber, which comes in vegetables and fruits, are present in your breakfast, lunch and dinner, all the 3 major meals. So this is about the 4 macros which you must have for the 3 important meals. And of course, evening snacks can be either carbs or protein. It's up to you. So the last one is how much to eat. Just eat little bit lesser than your hunger, as followed by people from Okinawa, an island in Japan, where we have the maximum number of centenaries. They have cracked the aging process just because of one of their theories, which is Hara Hachi Bu, which translates into eat till you're 80 parts full. This one single thing not only is going to give you more vibrant self, more active self, but you may also lose weight if you follow all these 4 theories. So now let's come to our next very important part is exercise. So we spoke about the diet, now exercise, which also goes out of window for most of the brides and the groom because they're so busy in doing innumerable things in there for the wedding preparation, even for the family. So don't give up on your exercise. Don't give up on yourself. Very, very important to keep 1 hour strongly placed in your daily routine for exercise. It doesn't have to be strenuous. It can be, of course, if you want to look absolutely toned during your wedding, so you must have, the brides and the groom must have some kind of a toning class like a Pilates or floor exercise or yoga along with some cardio. It can be Zumba class or walking, jogging, swimming. So make a nice good combination of your exercise. Don't stick to just one. This not only gives you strength, makes your core stronger. I mean, there is a stressful time, right, in wedding. I've heard so many brides having back pain and knee pain. So you can avoid all that by building up your body, strong body from now till the D-Day. So don't give up on your exercise. In fact, keep a trainer who's going to come and call you, then maybe you'll do it. So it's very important to exercise it also. So exercise is not only just it's giving you strength and making you lose weight. It's also very good for our brain because when you exercise, there is oxygenation happening in your body. You have more oxygen reaching your brain. So you are actually more active. You're making informed decisions, which is very, very important. So keep exercise firmly, like how regularly as you brush your teeth. Keep exercise like that. Okay, now the next one. So next one I'm going to talk about, which is again extremely neglected by most of the bride and groom, is sleep. Now the sleep is actually what is going to give you the glow on your face. Really. So it's very, very important for you all to sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours. If this one falls, when one domino falls, all dominoes will fall. If you have not slept well, you don't want to follow your diet. You don't want to exercise because you're feeling low in energy. In fact, your mind is so irritable that you will reach out for the wrong foods which you're not supposed to have. And you're also irritable, so you may not make the right decisions. Also, you may have irritation which is going to come out because as it is, you are over busy and you're involved in so many things. So sleep, if the sleep goes for a toss, all the dominoes fall. So make sure you sleep 7 to 8 hours. In fact, here I'm going to show you something. I wear this Oura ring, O-U-R-A. It's available in US, which tracks my sleep and tells me how many hours of deep sleep and how many hours of REM sleep I've had. Now here is, you must listen that deep sleep happens in the first 4 hours of your sleep. So if you sleep at 10 till 4 o'clock, you'll get 2 o'clock you'll get the deep sleep, and between 2 to 6 you will get the REM sleep. Now both are important because deep sleep repairs your body and makes your body ready for the next day. REM sleep repairs your mind for the next day. So your mind is less irritable. So you need to have both. So suppose if you sleep at 2 o'clock, what will happen? Because of the circadian rhythm, you will be waking up little earlier. So your deep sleep time is gone. So your body will be less tired. Or if you wake up early, so your mind will be more irritable. So this is what you have to understand, that sleep is extremely important for you guys during this time. And especially the 1 week leading to the wedding is very, very important. Now the next one is very close to my heart, which has helped many brides, is addition of certain nutraceuticals which can really help you, which I give it to all the brides, which is first of all is multivitamin, which is important because it has B complexes, and certain B complexes are lost because of cooking and because of the cleaning of the vegetables and other food and the process of cooking. So a multivitamin is very important. Next on the list is vitamin C. Vitamin C, of course, has become hugely popular because of COVID. But yeah, taking a vitamin C just gives you a little bit extra protection, not only for immunity or cold and cough, but also protects your skin and joints. So it's extremely important. The third most important is glutathione. Now glutathione is a new age vitamin which is supposed to be super antioxidant. So what this vitamin side effect is fairness if you combine it with vitamin C. So taking 500 mg of glutathione either with breakfast and your vitamin C tablet, or taking it at night, really helps you to bring the brightness on your face. And if you have pigmentation anywhere in the body, it somehow lightens it. So you must take 2 months treatment of glutathione with vitamin C leading to the wedding. So that's very important. It will really help you, and I have seen the difference myself in the brides and the groom. Now the next on the list is collagen. Again, I have seen the good effects of collagen like umpteen times in my last, because it has come to India since 6 to 7 years. I have been taking this from 7 to 8 years. This is an excellent supplement to be taken by bride and groom. So there are many pronged good effects of this powder. It's a fish derived powder, which is marine collagen, which is very good for the skin and the brightness and the smoothness. And also it's a protein, so it helps you in your immunity, it helps you in your joints, it helps you in your hair. So I suggest every bride and groom should take at least 1 sachet of collagen during this time. So, and of course, if check your vital vitamins and minerals, which is iron, which is hemoglobin, and B12 and D3. They have to be within the range, healthy range. So if they are deficient, you're going to have many other issues. So make sure your iron, vitamin B12 and D3 are taken care of. So that is the nutraceutical point I wanted to speak to you about. Now about the right attitude. So which is also very important and close to my heart. Just let go. Let the things happen and have a positive attitude towards the everything, whether it's your clothes, whether it's your food, whether it's guest list, whether the decor is proper or not, everything. Just have best things will happen, and it will happen. So keep your mind calm and make sure every day you do some form of meditation and connect with nature. So we, in our hurry to do everything to the perfection, we forget the nature. You know, nature somehow gives us some kind of a semblance or some kind of a relief, some kind of a sukoon jisko kehte hain. It's very, very important for you to get that. So connect with nature in the sense, if you are going for a walk, go in a garden. If you are go to the beach, if you are from Mumbai, so connect with nature, take a short holiday to go and to a beachy place or to mountains. So connect back with nature, which is very, very important. And on this note, I'm just going to recap everything. So we spoke about 5 main points. One is, of course, the diet. Second is exercise. Third is sleep. Fourth is nutraceuticals. And the last one is positive attitude. And if you follow all these things, I'm sure it's going to help you out. And thank you so much.